Hey guys, inconsistent upload schedule here. I have been meaning to make videos on Black Ops 6 Zombies over the past few weeks, but I just forget to. There was no beating around the bush on that one. I was meant to record my first completions of the Terminus and Liberty Falls Easter egg, just didn't do that, forgot about it. What I wanted to do today, since I'm still going after the Nebula camo, I could show my progress on that real quick. I've gotten all the ARs diamond so far, as well as shotguns, and I have 2 of these LMGs gold. I'm working on the pistol right now. I have the first launcher gold. I'll be working on this next. But since I am going after the Nebula camo, I wanted to just make a video doing this, working on the camo grind, but also talk about my thoughts, my feelings of Black Ops 6 Zombies, since I haven't really talked about that much. So we're just going to get into a game here. Where am I at? I have to get another 30 to 29 dead wire eliminations, and then 300 cryo freeze, and then the 10 kills rapidly 15 times. Oh, I forgot to mention, I also have both knives gold. I just really haven't started doing the opal challenges for them yet. I will at some point, but I just am not looking forward to that. So since my first time playing Liberty Falls a few weeks ago now, I've been playing this a lot. Like, this is my main camo grind map, and I think that's where this map best shines. It's not complicated at all. It's very easy to start setting up and all that stuff. So this has been my go-to camo grind zombies map. This map is to Black Ops 6 like the giant... Oh, damn, ignore that. Like the giant is to Black Ops 3. It's like almost the bonus map, the side map. It doesn't, have as much going for it as Terminus does, but it's still a very enjoyable map. For the amount of times I've been playing on this map for the past few weeks, I'm not really hating it still. I've gotten some perks, and I've gotten a ray gun from this before. The last game I played before this video, I actually got a raw Ethereum crystal, which lets you pack punch your gun one time. So maybe we'll get lucky this game, but those drops are very rare, few and far between. Now, as I mentioned before, I have done this Easter egg before. My very first attempt was actually the day after the map came out. I believe on the 26th is when we completed this Easter egg for the first time. Jonathan and I, aka Antarctica Vibes. My first 2 attempt playthroughs were with him, and from what I know, he's really enjoying this game as well. He's also on that camo grind. But as far as the Easter egg goes, in terms of like difficulty, it was pretty simple. There's even a Dark Ops challenge which requires you to beat it in under 30 minutes. Maybe I'll do that at some point. If you guys would like me to do that, let me know if I remember to do it. This map also has some pretty cool side quests. One of them being the bowling Easter egg, where you can like bowl a bunch of zombies, get a bunch of points, and it gives you rewards. There's another Easter egg that involves you turning into the Aetherella statue in the comic book store and like killing zombies with laser vision. It's pretty awesome. One of the annoying things about this map though is that Deadshot is not like, it doesn't have a perk machine. The only way you can get Deadshot before round 25 is, I believe, getting lucky from the vending machine or doing the free Deadshot Easter egg outside of the map back there that requires you to use like a sniper, or at least a very high zoom scope, in order to see it. And so I honestly wish that there was an actual machine. Normally when I'm going for camo challenges, I don't end up getting Deadshot until round 25 when it becomes available in the Wonder Fizz. I fucking hate this pistol. I don't want to use this shit anymore. I have a very specific way of buying things on Liberty Falls, which I'll kind of show you throughout this video. But the first thing I buy with points is Pack Punch. I'm going to Pack Punch my gun. I'm not going to upgrade the rarity. I'm going to wait until round 10 and throw a grenade up at that pillar up there, and it'll give me a rare ether tool, so I don't have to spend my salvage. And then by then I should have 2,500 salvage, so I can just go right up to epic. One thing that this map definitely lacks as well is overall ambience. I feel like if I was to tell somebody with no knowledge of this map that this was a multiplayer map, they would probably believe me, honestly. I don't have too much of a problem with this. but I know a lot of people do, and I still feel like ambience is definitely important. Another thing which I think was a peculiar choice is to have the vermin from Terminus, the special round, you know, mini bosses. Like, I don't understand why it was vermin. Like, I don't think it makes as much sense on this map than it does on Terminus. I honestly would have rathered, I feel like it would have made more sense if it was like play counts or some shit, but I mean, it's not that big of a deal to me. I mentioned earlier that we completed the Easter egg a little while ago, and compared to, again, I'm comparing this to Terminus. Comparing this map to Terminus, the story is not quite as engaging. It's not quite as interesting. I don't really care about the guy that we're helping in the Easter egg. I can't remember his name. It starts with a P. Panos, one of those three, or one of those two. So I don't really care too much about him. I don't really care too much about, you know, the overall story of this map. Like, it's not really selling me as much as, you know, Terminus sells me. Again, this is like, Liberty Falls is like the neglected second child or something. Like, it just doesn't have as much going for it. And the only reason I'm playing it as much as I am is because of the camo grind. Like, if I wasn't going for camo grinds, I probably would not be playing this map as much. And I was thinking about this too, back in my ranking video, which, by the way, I really appreciate all the support on that ranking video. And even my my first playthroughs of Liberty Falls and Terminus got a lot of new viewers, so I really appreciate you guys on that one. But I was wondering, thinking to myself, where I would rank this map on a tier list. And honestly, after playing it like every single day for the past like month, it's honestly probably a C tier map. I don't think it's a bad map at all, and truly, if I did not like this map, I would not be playing it, even if it was for the camo grind. Like, if I truly hated it, I would just go to Terminus. I can see where people's complaints are coming from when it comes to this map, but I don't think it's bad by any means. Not at all. I would still probably put it in C tier, though. Now I'm going to be staying on this map and still talking about it, but when it comes to Terminus, this is definitely the Shadows of Evil equivalent to Black Ops 6 for Black Ops 6. But the difference is, people hated Shadows of Evil on launch. People are loving Terminus so far. Like, I really haven't seen too many bad things said about Terminus. One more round, and then I'll throw the grenade up there. I'll get that legendary ether tool, and we can continue on with this shit. So when it comes to Terminus, I think it just does everything that Liberty Falls, or it does things better than Liberty Falls does things. Like, for example, I think the main quest is better on Terminus than Liberty Falls. I think it's more fun. I think it's more engaging. I think it's a lot more intense, especially that boss fight. That boss fight is truly incredible. That Patient 13 boss fight, one of the greatest zombies boss fights of all time. I saw somebody complain about it on Twitter the other day, saying that because it has a wipe attack, that it's bad. I'm like, bro, are you for real? Just hide behind the crate. You know that person was probably like pulled from behind like the barrel and got killed by the wipe attack. Is why they're all you know, pissy about it. All right, throw a grenade up here. It's gonna explode, and zombie bodies are gonna start raining down. And one of them is gonna drop a rare ether tool. And there it is. And so, because I have 2,900 salvage, I can immediately go to epic, which I will do. And when I get enough, I'll come back here and get napalm burst, since I believe that's like the only one you should use on Liberty Falls, at least. But going back to Terminus, yeah, that boss fight is absolutely amazing. I loved beating it. There's a lot more side quests that are a lot better, that give a lot better rewards on Terminus than Liberty Falls. The boat racing Easter egg, the pirate's treasure Easter egg that gives you a permanent double points, the basketball Easter egg, which for a while would give you 64,000 points if you had a double points, which was pretty funny, honestly, until they patched it, which kind of sucks. And there was a more recent side Easter egg discovery. Actually, I think just yesterday or the day before, you can get a free perkaholic if you kill 50 fish in the water, which is a lot. The vibe and overall aesthetic of Terminus compared to Liberty Falls is literally night and day. Like, Terminus is beautiful. It's got that zombified look that we all expect from Treyarch at this point. It looks like the polar opposite of this map. It's oozing with that zombies charm that we all come to know and love. Like, even from day one, I was telling Jonathan how this map is, like, beautiful. It's got a nice flow to it. It feels amazing. God, I cannot wait until I am done with this fucking pistol. Now I'm gonna go put... Oh, no, I forgot I can't even put Napalm Burst on it. I have to go put Dead Wire on it. And then I've got to get about 30 kills. And then I got to put Cryo Freeze on it. But back to Terminus. The fact that we are back with a set crew is absolutely amazing, and I could not be more happy. We haven't had a set crew, I believe, since Black Ops 4 in 2018 was the last time I think we had a set crew for zombies. Cold War had the operator system, and this game still has that, but you're able to play as a dedicated zombies crew character to get, you know, special voice lines that you wouldn't normally get, and, you know, get certain, you know, extra lore information. So that's what I've been using for a while, but since I, you know, I think got all the lore stuff, I haven't really been playing as, like, any of the operators. That's why I'm playing as Klaus now. But the fact that a main crew is back is amazing, and I really enjoy their dynamic. I really enjoy how their energy kind of bounces off of each other. They're full of personality. I think they're funny. I really enjoy this Terminus crew that we have now. Stop giving me nukes, bro. I hate, like, it always gives me nukes at, like, the most unfortunate times, like, the most inconvenient times it gives me a nuke. Oh, I need to double pack punch this. Overall, I think Terminus is a far superior map to Liberty Falls in pretty much every way. And like I said, I don't hate Liberty Falls at all. I think it's a fun map. You know, I think it's, you know, amazing for camo grinds, but compared to Liberty Falls, it just does not meet the bar at all. I honestly think enough time has passed to say Terminus is an A-tier map. It's up there with some of the greats. It's such a good map. I just don't like playing it for the camo grind. Otherwise, I would. But since we talked about both maps in this video, I want to go ahead and talk about some of the gameplay features that I like and some of the gameplay features that I dislike. This is just overall gameplay. This is not, you know, map specific anymore. I'm just going in overall thoughts on the, you know, gameplay, the mechanics, how it feels of just Black Ops 6 Zombies as a whole. In terms of movement and, like, you know, weapon feel and gunplay, I think it's all incredibly smooth. I think the Omni movement feels amazing. I love sliding. I love, you know, diving. Loving doing all that stuff. It feels amazing. The gunplay, the guns feel amazing. But one of the downsides to the weapons being, once you hit round 30, all the weapons become extremely weak against zombies, which is normally why when I'm doing these camo grind challenges, I would exfil at 31. You know, at that point, weapons were becoming too weak to deal with zombies, and especially elite zombies or mini bosses. So I would just leave on 21, not even bother with it. That's what I do 95% of the time. The past few times when I've been getting the diamond camo challenge, which is like kill 30 specials zombies, which is just really annoying, by the way. But I would end up going to round 36 because another downside of this game, the mangler spam and the mini boss spam is actually ridiculous after round 30. Like, once it hits round 31, you're getting like 5-6 manglers on the map at a time, and you'll also have a few abominations in there too. It's awful. The only good side to that is for camo challenges, and I see that's one of the biggest complaints I see with, you know, everybody in this game. But going on to something positive that I like, the Gobblegum system is, I think, superior to Black Ops 3's Gobblegum system. Now, I think the one downside to this is just like, it's way too hard and way too rare to get some of the good Gobblegums. Those odds are so low, and it's actually incredibly frustrating. And it's kind of weird that there are no, like, classic Gobblegums that everybody has access to. You start off with no Gobblegums at all, and you have to, you know, earn XP to get some. Like, it's kind of weird that there's no classics in this game. In terms of augments, that's a new gameplay feature where you can just, like, attach one minor and major augment and completely change how a perk, a field upgrade, an ammo mod works. Like, for example, I have my major augment on PhD Slider, or my PhD Flopper, makes it into a slider. So now I can slide into zombies and have them explode. Or when, because I have Jug, when one of the zombies breaks my armor, they get stunned. Some of the augments are completely awful. Like, it just kind of seems like they just threw it in there to have something to work up towards, which maybe that's true, but I feel like you should have, you know, give all the augments a chance to, you know, be used, because some of them are just so bad that literally nobody is going to use them. Like, for example, there's an augment for Juggernog where it makes it so where your armor only protects your back, which I have used, and I can tell you from firsthand experience that it just is awful. I go down so much easier now. If like Amalgam grabs you, or like if you get hit with like 2 Mangler cannons at once, you will go down. There are a lot of good ones, like for example, I have a major augment for Quick Revive that gives me Dying Wish essentially. It'll, you know, make me invincible, but take away Quick Revive, and I can only do it 3 times. The last camo I have to get is the gold camo. I can't remember what it's called now, but that just basically requires me to get 10 kills rapidly 15 times. One's pretty easy. I should get it rather quickly, hopefully, now that I have Napalm Burst back on my gun. Now, in terms of the launch of this game, I think it's been long enough to say I think this is the best Zombies launch we have ever gotten. Like, this is the most amount of people loving the game. Nobody's really hating on any of the maps too badly like they were with Shadows. The game stability is absolutely amazing compared to Black Ops 4's launch with, you know, the plague of blue screens and instability issues. The next thing I'm going to get is probably the rest of the perks. I'm just going to hang out until round 25. Just keep killing zombies, keep going through the rounds, and then when it hits round 25, I go on to the Alamo, get Deadshot, and Elemental Pop, and Melee Macchiato, although I probably won't use Melee Macchiato. Now, I've been doing this camo grind for, you know, the past few weeks now. I've made a decent amount of progress, but I will say this camo grind, and I know a lot of people will agree on me, is feeling like a chore. It's a lot less fun than it was in Cold War. It's a lot more boring, brain rot inducing. Like, you have to get 2,000 headshots for the first set of camos. 2,000. I mean, you know, for some that doesn't seem like a lot, but it's just like not fun. And the fact that for the diamond, I think it's called Opal in Zombies, you have to kill 30 special zombies, which means 30 manglers, abominations, you know, amalgams, 30 of them. And, you know, again, normally that doesn't take too long, but it's still annoying that you have to do that. Like, it's not very fun. It's almost feeling like a chore. Am I still gonna do it though? Yes. Again, in any other circumstance, the mini-boss spam in 30 plus is really obnoxious, and it gets incredibly hectic if you're on the map with 6 manglers and 2 abominations and fucking 40 zombies and 20 parasites. Like, it becomes a bit laughable. One thing I know a lot of people are not fans of is the armor system, that you have to apply your plates manually. I didn't really mind that much, especially not in Modern Warfare Zombies from last year. But one problem I do have with the armor system is you can only hold 3 plates at a time, and when you get a max armor, it doesn't refill your plate stockpile. And I wish the max armor also filled equipment, because I feel like that's something it should do, but it doesn't. Last thing I'm gonna buy is tier 3 armor, and then that'll be it. And then I just go to round 31 and rinse and repeat. One more thing I want to mention about gameplay, and I'm sure I'm missing a few things, so let me know your criticisms, your hot takes, your thoughts about Black Ops 6 Zombies in the comments. I'd love to have a discussion about it. But the last thing I want to mention is that the Vermin/Parasite rounds after round 20 are way too damn long. They feel as long as a normal Zombies round, and it completely kills the flow and pacing of a match. It's so annoying just sitting there in a corner killing 3 parasites, waiting 2 seconds for more to spawn, killing 3 parasites. Like, it takes so long for no reason. Like, it does not need to be that long in the later rounds. Oh, there's Mystic Gold. That's what it was called. I couldn't remember what it was called. I thought it was Gold Viper, but that might have been a different game. But since that's done, I can actually exfil on round 26, which I honestly think I will do. Now, the next thing I kind of want to talk about is features that I would like to see added, or things that I would like to see removed from this game mode. The first and most obvious being double tap. Like I mentioned earlier, some of the weapons damage just is incredibly low, and after round 30 most weapons become obsolete, which requires you to use wonder weapons, and it's extremely annoying when I can't get past round 30, you know, with an LMG because of how much, you know, damage it isn't doing. So I think double tap, even if they rework double tap, if we get a double tap 3.0, I will be happy. But I think either double tap coming into the game or just an overall weapon buff is much needed in this game. I would really appreciate it, again, if the mini boss spam after round 30 was toned down a little bit, especially the manglers. Mostly the manglers. And in Modern Warfare Zombies, you were able to track your camo challenges, which means in match you can see how much progress you've made achieving a certain camo, and it's so strange that it isn't in this game. It was such an amazing quality of life feature that I would have loved to see return in Black Ops 6, but it just isn't here. So I would love for that feature to come back, hopefully in the future, as well as server pause. I think it might have something to do with like the fact that it's always online. I'm not totally sure. Again, it was just another nice quality of life feature that for some reason isn't in this game. I'm gonna leave this off here. I believe in their effort to make this game more difficult, like they wanted to, compared to Cold War, which was a big complaint of Cold War, that it was too easy. They've ended up making the game more annoying in some aspects, like them nerfing certain weapons and, you know, field upgrades and ammo mods. Like, I wish they would stop nerfing weapons, even if they are a bit strong. It's fun to have strong things in zombies. Like, people love to feel strong, and, you know, if you want to make the game more difficult, I think they need to find that fine line between making something difficult and just making something annoying and tedious. But overall, I'm really enjoying this game. Again, I think it's one of the best zombies experiences in a while, one of the best zombies launches in a long time. And some of these changes, while like small, I think would really go a long way. And I think this game, we'll have to see how the DLC season goes. But I think this game has the very real possibility of becoming the best zombies game of all time. It's already on track. Like, this is the best part about Black Ops 6. There is a reason I only have 56 minutes in the multiplayer. I'm just saying. I haven't played the campaign yet, though. I've just been stupid addicted to zombies that I kind of forgot about it, but I will at some point play it. You know, I'm really enjoying Black Ops 6 Zombies. I'm going to continue to do this camo grind, and hopefully I remember to make some more videos. I am sorry if I don't. I love you all nonetheless. Mwah, mwah. Good night.